Hello, my name is David Richard, and today I'm going to cover a very annoying issue that you may encounter in Skyrim Special Edition, which is an NPC having a dark face or black face or discolored face problem. Now, this happens usually when you have several NPC mods that can interfere with another mod that you have installed in your Skyrim installation. As you can see, I have installed Bijin, Pandorable, and Kalili's NPC mods, and I have fell upon a dark face issue. Now, you could use a mod like the Face Discoloration Fix mod to help you patch the problem, but that does not resolve the issue. Most issues for face discoloration problems or black faces is because there is a wrong load order. So basically a mod is loaded after or before, which should not be loaded that way. So to do this, there's a very easy way to help you solve the issue and find the problem. Now, of course, you need to know which mod is changing an NPC that has a black face. In my case, I have the Pandorable NPC mod that was causing a few blackface issues. Now, Loot is in charge of sorting out your load order, and most of the times Loot is capable of doing an excellent job at this. But it can happen sometimes that its load order is not what should be recommended for your game, and this can cause some dark face issues. This is why you can use another tool to help you identify the problem, and that is SSE Edit. So let's launch SSE Edit and let's go see what's happening. When you open the app, you'll see the list of all your mods. Usually you would just check the mod that you want to view and find what's wrong with. But since in this case we have no idea which mod is interfering with ours, let's just check them all. So we click OK and let the app run until everything is loaded. Once the list is loaded, you will probably end up with this window. Make sure that there is no box checked. So you want everything to be unchecked. You click OK. Then you must go into the list and search for your mod that causes the problem or the problematic mod. You will develop the tree, and underneath your mod tree, you will see a non-player character actor. You want to develop that tree too, and that's where you will get your information. All the red entries are problematic entries, meaning that there are other mods interfering with that entry. In my case, I had a problem with Alam. So I'm going to click on it, and on the right, I can see the list of all the mods interfering or changing an entry for this NPC. In my case, I have AI overhaul, custom cutting room floor. I have a patch for both of them. And of course, I have my Pandorable NPC and an AI overhaul patch. Now, if you scroll down at the bottom until you meet a red section like this, you will see that in my case, my Pandorable NPC has an empty item space right here. But the AI overhaul doesn't. At least the cutting room floor and the patch don't. And with the AI overhaul patch of the Pandorable NPC, this remains empty. In my case, the AI overhaul cutting room floor patch was loaded after my Pandorable NPCs, which means that this entry was loaded after my Pandorable mod. So this can cause issues. I'm not saying that the item in question is the only reason you have a dark face, but usually when you install a mod that changes the NPCs, you want to be sure that nothing else is loaded after. So the SSE edit will just permit you to spot which mods actually interfere with your NPC mod. So this gives you an entry point to start your troubleshooting. Now, in my case, since it was the AI overhaul cutting room floor patch that was causing the issue, to solve that, I simply need to make sure that it loads before the Pandorable NPC. So I go into the plugins tab of Vortex, and I will put a filter of AI overhaul, and I will double click on the problematic mod, and I will go into the group section and make sure that I put it in the early loaders. So this means that I want AI overhaul cutting room floor patch to load early in the game. And just as a matter of precaution, I did the same thing with AI overhaul. Now, after that, you want to go to the Pandorable NPC mod. And you will do the same thing for the mod. Double click, but this time in the group section, you make sure that it is in the late loaders group to be sure that it loads later than your AI overhaul. And to make sure that everything is fine, I did the same thing with my Pandorable NPC AI overhaul patch also, which is in the late loaders. Once that has been done, this eliminated my blackface issues. So as you can see, it can be pretty simple to solve a blackface issue if you know where to go. And of course, this solution is simply to go into SSE Edit, click on the problematic character, and check which mod is causing a possible issue. And in this case, you can choose to change your load order with whichever tool you're using. So this is a small trick. I'm not saying that this is universal. It may not solve all your blackface issues, but it will solve a pretty much a good portion of all the blackface issues because it will make sure that your load order is done right. And another thing to know, to tell you is that if you do that, you don't want loot to resort that. So you want Vortex to be the one managing your load order. So you may have other solutions and other tools to manage your load order. That doesn't matter. What's important is that you have been able to spot which mod is causing the issue and that you have used your tool to manage the load order so to eliminate your blackface issue. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps other people. If you like, please don't hesitate to put a thumbs up on my video. You can comment and just tell me how I did with my first instruction video on how to solve an annoying problem in Skyrim Special Edition. Thanks for watching.